Check it out. Bike night.
Nothing, shit, ain't nothing happening.
Yo, what's up? This bike night. I'm DJ Goldie Montana.
This your favorite asshole with some food in my mouth. Just come back and the owners MC. What's happening?
What's up?
Hey everybody, it's your favorite spoiled brat Big Baby. That's not me.
Yo, you know what it do? It's your boy Shaka, aka the Jaguar. Zulu's MC in the building.
Something over here.
That's not me.
That's your tablet?
Yup.
Oh, that is me.
That's Big Baby. Get your shit together, Big Baby.
Alright, come on, we already late, yo.
Hey, yo, we late, man. We trying some new shit, though.
Listen, man, I told you I'm tired and cranky today.
But you always cranky though.
I'm always cranky.
To a degree. You're a couple worse than full blown cranky at all times. See that? Y'all see that? You just saw it.
So that being the case,
Right, if we get busy, I have things to do like sleep. I have appointments I need to make in the morning. I need
Let me tell you.
I'm just trying to get my shit together, man.
you
Of
always
course, you
trying
always
to
trying to get it
Shaka
together.
doing this
10 minutes
technology
late.
shit.
So we're gonna jump right into it, man.
It's glad
We
to
late
have
as fuck.
I just want to say it's glad to have the old Shaka back.
Facts.
Old Shaka is
Facts.
back. Hey, old Shaka.
Hey, man, you know what, man? Y'all on some trash right now.
I miss the old Shaka too.
We
I miss
missed
the old Shaka.
Y'all on some trash right now. I just want y'all to know that.
The old Shaka.
It'll be alright, bro. We still love you the same.
So what's up, man? What we talking about, man? We was over here talking about insurance.
Yeah, we're gonna
Insurance is levels to that topic. I think this is about to be a good topic.
Yeah, it's definitely levels to it, bro.
For more reasons than one, not just accident insurance, life insurance. Like Matt
Life
said earlier,
insurance.
we tired of selling chicken and fish dinners.
Tired of selling fish. Tired of buying fish.
Better
First,
get you
let's
some.
start with the text. I'm gonna ask y'all the question, like if I'm on the other side of the radio listening. First, is it a special type of insurance bikers have to have?
No.
No.
Is it like a certain type of endorsements or something bikers have to have with their insurance just because they're bikers
No.
and drivers?
No.
No.
You die, you die. Now it's different
Right.
types
No,
of
you
insurance.
do have to have
can
you
get.
do have to have a special type of endorsement to ride a bike.
Right, I get that part. I'm
Not
saying like,
necessarily.
You should legally
Whatever,
have
Sue
one.
been riding dirty.
Not necessarily.
Some
though.
of us-
I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying.
I mean, you know what? In all honesty, I think for a few years I rode with no endorsements, buying new bikes and everything.
Mhm.
Didn't nobody know?
No one
My
cared.
club did. Nobody cared.
I
They
rarely
just-
see
they
a
just want you
motorcycle
on there.
pulled over for real. I rarely
Because they
see that.
usually run.
Right. So,
At
so-
least if it's fast enough. If it's fast enough.
So, which type of insurance is more popular? Like, cause I know you should get like the insurance on the bike and on the rider.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's different types of insurance.
That's
See, a
what
lot of
I'm
people
asking.
confuse vehicle insurance with life insurance. It's not. See, if you crash, if you got full coverage insurance on your car, you crash, you get fucked up. You might get a couple dollars to take care of some medical or some shit like that. But if you die, unless you got some type of rider or something like that on your vehicle insurance, it don't cover that. It don't cover funerals and burials and prep and
Right.
caskets and all of that shit and the chicken at the repast. It don't cover none of that, bro.
And
You
speaking
know?
from experience, a funeral is a very expensive undertaking.
Yeah, it ain't cheap, bro.
It's very
It ain't cheap at all. And I mean, it makes no sense really because when you think about it, everybody take a pause for a second. What do you drink? How much did that bottle cost? Because 9 times out of 10, whatever you drinking tonight,
You use my bottle as a prop?
hell yeah, that bitch work fine.
Okay.
9 times out of 10,
You
whatever
right, though.
you gonna drink tonight, or whatever you gonna drink Friday night, or whatever you gonna drink Saturday night, 9 times out of 10, that one bottle for that one night, not the whole week, just that night, that one bottle costs more than it would cost you for 3 months of insurance on your ass. Just think about that for a
Depending
second.
upon your age, because trust me,
It depends on what type of
See,
insurance
I got
you
different
get.
types of wishes for myself.
But
Like,
see, there's different types of insurance you
I
can
don't want
get.
all that.
Well, see, I have life insurance and accident insurance because most
Facts.
people don't know that if you, well, how should I say this?
Well, while you think about that, I want to say this. That's true. It is a difference between just like term life or full life insurance versus accident insurance. And it's going to sound fucked up, but most of these niggas ain't going to die of old age.
I hope to, but yeah.
Most of these niggas ain't going to die of old age out here. They shooting motherfuckers like a sport.
Oh, but when I said it last week, it was a problem.
And then niggas, we didn't say shit last week.
Well, week before last, but when I
Well,
said it, it
you
was a
know what?
motherfucking problem.
They out here shooting niggas like a sport, man. And then niggas out here riding motorcycles, driving all stupid and shit, and
Niggas
crashing.
gotta sell spaghetti dinners and fish dinners
I'm
to pay for
tired of
that shit.
man.
Better cut that shit out. I know your mama can't cook. Nobody
Everybody
be bad
can't
them nasty
motherfucker
ass
cook, my
spaghetti
man.
and chicken
Yeah.
when you
The
dinner.
phone lines is open. The number is 216-772-3393. So if you want to call in and be part of the conversation and put some sound to that voice in your head, call the number 216-772-3393. That's the number to call.
Yeah, this the first segment right here, man. Hey, man.
I feel like if go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother.
No, I feel like if I die, I just want to be cremated and my ashes sprinkled on the street.
That's pretty much how I feel too.
I
Well,
don't
Not how
want.
I
I don't
feel.
want to be a burden to nobody. If it's some insurance money to be had, spend that shit on something
Spend
that's
that
gonna
shit.
better the
Well,
family.
see, here's
Buy
the
a car.
thing. I have enough insurance that my family's gonna be taken care of. I'm gonna be able to have a nice little party like my mother wants me to have, and that's the reason why I want a funeral, because I'm honoring my mother's wishes. When I said that to her a long time ago about being cremated, I almost got killed that day. So I mean, but it's because of my family's beliefs, and I'm fine with that. But
Yeah,
so
everybody
I
got their
made
own beliefs.
sure that I'm able to be put away like my mother and father wanted me to be put away, and my family will still be taken care of.
Yeah, but my point is this. everybody run away from insurance like it's a bad thing. I don't understand that.
Because to some people make you feel like you burning bread on yourself.
Nah, fuck all that.
Like, I'll never buy my own casket.
You know, you talking about accident insurance and life insurance. You need to think about some health insurance also.
Facts.
Hold on, we gotta
Niggas
call
just
it,
take your
y'all.
motherfucking Medicaid and call it a day.
I remember a lot of your people young, so they don't really think about life insurance in
They
that
don't
sense.
think anything can happen, but the shit happens every day.
I mean, you know, when you're young, you think nothing can happen to you, but when you get older, you learn better.
What up, my brother?
Yeah,
Hey, caller, you on there? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Shut up, Freeway. Yes, they
This
are.
Big Worm calling.
This who?
This Big Worm
Hey,
calling.
Big Worm, what up,
What's
Worm?
up?
What up, family?
Slow motion, what's good,
I'm
bro?
just checking in back in my residence.
Bad, where you
I'm
at?
done with I'm at Candlewood.
Oh, you back in Candlewood?
Yeah, I just got back today.
All right, good shit. I'm gonna come up there and fuck with you.
I'm definitely coming over there.
You know,
Louis
just want
said
to
he watching
inform
on
y'all,
YouTube.
you know, I'm feeling a little bit better.
Good,
I'm
good.
done with the surgery. No, my major surgery. I had a real major surgery.
Okay.
Last Wednesday.
Yeah,
And I
I
was
heard.
in surgery for damn near 16 hours.
Wow.
Just on my foot. You know, I went in at 7:30 that morning and didn't get it done until 10:50 that night.
Man,
You know,
that's a day and a half.
so yeah. So, you know, but I'm standing back up on my 2 feet. I got my 2 feet. They're working perfectly fine.
Good shit.
You know, but y'all talking about this insurance thing, though, really, you know what I'm saying? It's feasible for all the bikers and people in general to have insurance, bro. Real talk. Not just on your bike, on your person.
Facts.
Real talk. Because me personally, you know what I'm saying, I'm one that didn't have any insurance. You know what I'm saying? And I had good one with my corner, and I put my hands up them all. Shout out. You know, you get insurance to be able to, you know, pay some of these damn
Right.
down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had my bike with insurance. Did I have myself insurance? No. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's people to insurance, bro.
Facts. I feel that shit, bro. And that's why I'm saying this shit out, cause it be too late. It be too late to think about it once it done already happened. You know, and see, like you got a team. Everybody ain't got a team. A lot of people, they
Right.
can get their whole life destroyed in an instant just because something fluke happened. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
Right.
even got to be from doing nothing stupid. It ain't got to be from being out here in the street doing no bald head whole shit. You could be going about your motherfucking business and some goofy shit can jay off. And yeah, it might be that nigga fault. But you're still you.
Right,
You the
so I
one
just
laid
want-
up in the hospital and that nigga ain't got no insurance and you ain't got no insurance and that shit could destroy your entire life. Just the majority of the bankruptcies, the majority of the people that go broke in the United States go broke due to health insurance.
And see, my whole point about insurance is not just life insurance, accident insurance, was health insurance. For me, it all ties into my whole thing for this month of breast cancer awareness and save the tatas, ladies, fellas, save your girls tatas. I have a
Hey,
friend.
the Tata.
No, save the tatas. I have a girlfriend.
Even the little ones, little Tatas matter.
Little titties matter too. They all matter. I have a friend lives in Toledo. Her name is Melissa Baker. She's in another club, one of the dominant clubs, and she recently had to have a double mastectomy. Yeah, and I talked to her. She said it was okay to share her story because it might save a life.
I'm glad we got clearance on that.
Yes, I did. I'm not just going. I mean, I shared my story, but you know, that's me. It's real personal for people. It's extremely
facts.
personal because it's really traumatic when you diagnosed with breast cancer in any shape, form, fashion, whatever stage it was. Basically, she said she was filleted like a fish because she had a double mastectomy, but she chose to have implants so she could have some semblance of, you know, womanhood afterwards.
Right.
She got the implants in the same procedure.
Same procedure, right. So she was in there for a very long time. Now just think if she didn't have adequate insurance. Just think how this would play on her psyche afterwards, that she's had this devastating illness and she's had to have this surgery and she can't do anything about, you know, her image.
Right.
And for a lot of women, image is everything, especially when it comes to breasts. On our set, come on. Think about it.
It might be too simple. I was gonna say something.
No, don't.
I'm saying about in a little time she might be more happy with her look anyway. than she was before. 'Cause
Well,
I'm
for
sure
her,
they
it's not
gonna
for her. It wasn't. I don't think it was about the look right away. It's just that when you recover and you already have so much going through your head, that's the last thing you want to worry about is your image or how am I going to appear to my husband or my significant other or my kids
Facts,
or
'cause
my
that could definitely
coworkers.
weigh on you, especially if you had.
I can't even think like how
Exactly.
it feel to have a fake part put on you, and I gotta imagine this.
I don't know. I'd probably be thinking about the same thing she be thinking about. Like, how would you feel if you just
Right.
woke up with one arm, Jackie? You used to have 2 arms.
And you used- exactly.
You ain't gonna be the same dude. But you ain't gonna be the same dude if you got 1 arm versus if you got no arms.
But like I said, just think about if she didn't have the insurance to cover this procedure.
Yeah,
How much worse
Medicaid
it
definitely
could've-
wasn't gonna pay for
Right,
that.
how much worse it could have been for her. So insurance is
Hell yeah,
extremely
Medicaid would
important.
be like, that's elective. No,
Yeah, exactly.
that's elective.
Exactly.
We're
And
not,
it
we're not
is-
spending that money.
And the reconstruction was definitely an elective procedure.
Hell yeah.
So you have to seriously consider, like I said, not just life insurance and accident insurance. You have to consider health insurance because
Facts.
Medicaid is not gonna cover everything you need done sometimes.
Medicaid ain't gonna cover half the shit you do need
For
done.
some of you dum dums out here with no helmets, your face slide across that freeway
It's
and
a
all
wrap.
of this is gone. You can't have reconstructive surgery.
You just gonna look like the Elephant Man.
Hey, listen, but you know what though?
Anyway, like I said, ladies, just let me finish this one point.
Go ahead. Get the
Ladies,
testosterone check.
you touch yourselves, shake yourself, save the tatas.
Let me watch.
Take a video.
That you what?
Definitely a big fan
Hey,
of that
I mean,
whole
listen.
sentiment.
I mean,
Some
not
of
for
you-
me. I'm
but
not. I'm
no.
asking for a friend.
Some women have men. I mean, you know your woman's breast better than anybody. If you feel something different in there, be like, baby, something is wrong right here. Something wrong, babe. Something wrong.
Okay.
Seriously, you don't notice
Yeah.
something different about your woman's body?
I automatically would do that. I would feel like it's something in that bag. It wasn't in there. I wouldn't picking it up.
There's some rocks in this bag.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on.
Hey, but look, man, on the real, but on the real though,
Jokes, but this is
when you let me tell you something. When you a young rider, you don't really think about insurance. All you really think about is having your bike insured. You know what I'm saying? If you think
Don't
that
even
far.
about that.
I'm just saying a lot of people don't think about it that far. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't used to think about insurance either. But when I got older, you feel what I'm saying? You got to take into account. You got kids. The average person that's in the club got kids. You feel what I'm saying? So if you got children, then you got to think about leaving something behind for them. You feel what I'm saying? And for us, you got to be real. Got to be real about this shit. People tired of having to pass around the box. I don't want you to pass around the box for me.
Facts.
You feel
Not
what I'm
only
saying?
that, you got like what's his name? Meech said you got to sit on ice till they get you ready.
Right. So
Right.
They ain't putting you on the ground with no money.
So, you know, I don't want nobody to pass around and have in the box for me. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell y'all, some of y'all cats need to get some insurance.
All of y'all
you know
need
what I'm
to
saying? Get some insurance. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you run around this motherfucker with your chest stuck out all the time.
Facts.
You need to get some insurance. You better hope you know what I'm saying. Know your mama can't cook. Ain't nobody buying them nasty ass spaghetti and chicken wing dinners trying to bury your ass.
Ass fish and like
You know what I'm
all
saying?
the cornmeal, like no batter, just cornmeal,
No.
like bread fish. Like what is this?
That's hey man,
But real
but
talk though,
no, let me finish though.
pay me and sprinkle me on the street.
that costs
But no,
too, bro.
but listen,
costs too.
Anything else that costs that?
That costs too.
That
You
costs
still
too.
looking at about $2-3 grand
You're looking at more than that, actually.
Hey, no, for a funeral?
for
For
just a straight
cremation.
For
cremation.
cremation, looking at like about $2 grand, 1,500,
Yeah,
$2
about
grand.
$2-3 grand all together with the boxing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, and all of that.
Shit, put some nickels on my eyes and light me up on.
Oh,
man.
this nigga
That
said
shit
some
is
Viking shit.
illegal.
That's illegal as fuck.
It's not if you.
It's
make
definitely
me your will.
illegal as fuck, my nigga.
Hey,
They
but look.
cannot
It's
just
illegal.
set your ass on fire, bro.
Hey,
Especially
listen.
not
You
you.
are-
That shit'll be like a pig roast, Joe. There'll be smoke everywhere, the whole side of the fucking city.
What the hey man,
That's
did
my
he
nigga
say
over
it'd be
here.
like a pig roast?
Waking up like.
It'll be juices dripping every fucking where and shit, yo. Yo.
Quit.
No, but real talk though.
Do y'all
man.
know one of the worst smells it is?
Burning
One of the
flesh.
worst smells it is?
Burning
The
flesh.
smell of burning human flesh.
Burning
Yes.
flesh. It smells awful.
Awful.
And it smells
Disgusting.
sweet, like a nasty fucking sweet, like
You're
ugh.
mad because when you smell it, you get a little hungry.
No, I get in your
No.
mouth, man.
This
You
is
you
not-
you smell it with your
ain't-
mouth and everything, and you like, oh.
That's the worst smell in the world. You won't get
I'm
hungry.
saying that shit like the last time we was burning the nigga, it was.
Hey, look, now you talking too much, man. No, but real talk though, it don't take a lot. It don't take a lot to get some insurance, man. My man Hollister came and hollered at me. You know what I'm saying? Hollis, if you listening, you know, drop a line or drop a like or something. But my man came and saw me, got me together, man. I've got accidental. I mean, just because the choices that I make. I ride a motorcycle. I'm in a motorcycle club. Ain't no telling when some boyhead whole shit might jump off. You know, I ride a motorcycle. I own a boat. So, you know, I might fuck around and go out one day and fucking drown. You know, I'm not wishing that on myself, but I'm saying that my choices in life lead me to understand that I could go out any number of ways. And why? If I go out naturally, that's one thing. But if I go out doing some stupid shit that I chose to do, why should the rest of my family have to suffer? Why should the rest of my family have to sit around and be selling shit and trying to sell fucking chicken dinners and shit and asking the club and they down there passing the fucking hat and they trying to sell off all my belongings just to put me away? That's selfish in me. That's selfish in me to make these type of choices. And then drop all of that responsibility if my choices go bad on my family. And the shit only cost me $12 a month, bro, for $100,000 in insurance. $12 a month, bro. That ain't even a bottle for one night. And you don't even pay it all at once. You pay it every 3 months. So it's like $46 every 3 months, my nigga. My liquor costs more than that, bro.
Hey,
I pay more than that. I need that.
Most cut rate funerals are at least 5 to 10 grand.
Right.
They are.
5 to 10 grand.
They are.
Yeah.
they are.
You know, but what I'm saying is $46, bro.
You ain't getting
You ain't
buried.
getting buried. Your ass gonna sit there.
You going to Pottersfield.
Yeah.
They said you're not driving with that big ass.
That's where they bury people who's unclaimed bodies, and you just yeah.
Yeah. They'll put your ass somewhere.
Yep.
Or you just gonna sit on ice and they gonna charge
It's
your
like
ass
the
like
city.
when they repo your
It's like
fucking car.
it's like
They
the
gonna
city
charge the
dump for
motherfucker-
bodies.
Well, if don't nobody
Actually-
love you, then I guess they ain't
Actually,
charging
what
nobody.
happens, because I've been through this with somebody. Actually, what happens if nobody claims you, then the city buries you wherever it is they bury you. But if you actually go down there and you ID a body, they gonna send you a bill.
Facts.
They're gonna send
Somebody
that person
paying
a bill.
for this shit.
So you
Somebody
gotta.
pay for it.
And at the end of the day, why would I put my family through that? You know what I'm saying? And then here go the kicker. Here go the kicker. They take the money off my prepaid credit card. So all I gotta do is make sure I got $50 on that bitch every 3 months, and I'm good. I ain't even gotta think about it.
If you can buy them
like you
hoes a
said,
drink in the
let's be
club,
honest.
you can pay for your
Most
life
of us spend
insurance.
more than $50 in a week just drinking.
On liquor, Jack, on weed, or whatever the fuck it is you do, you spend that much, you throw that shit away. You go to the bar like, yeah, get me and my nigga and a couple of them a drink. And
I
you
think
like,
it's so. I think you know what I think it is. Let me tell you something. You know what I think it is. I think it's so much as just keeping up with it. See, women are better keeper uppers
Man,
with
that's
bills. Let me tell you
bullshit.
something.
That's bullshit,
No, let me tell you
bro.
something. Hey, man, let me tell you
That's
something. Real, let me tell you
bullshit.
something.
Keep up with what the fuck is important to you.
Exactly. It's like your phone bill.
I bet
Motherfucker
you
do their
know where
phone
your
bill.
motherfucking phone at, Jack.
Exactly.
Bet
24 hours a
bet
day.
But you
I
talking
bet you-
logical though.
No, but listen, I bet you more than one time your phone done got cut off and then you go pay the phone bill.
Yeah.
See,
But I gotta go pay the fucking
See.
phone bill. Sometimes it get cut off because I forget what day it is. But it ain't cut off because
but
I ain't
you
got
will-
the bread.
But you will get that notice that they gonna drop you and you be like, oh fuck it, I do it.
Nah, they ain't gonna just drop you for being a day or two late on your policy.
No, I'm saying that they'll give you a
long
date
is
to
that
pay
be
it by.
late?
They
I'm
usually
saying,
give you
so
a date.
keep your
Usually
bread
It's
up.
just- it's
These
just
niggas
about-
on
it's just
Instagram
about
flashing
men don't keep up like that.
$700,000. Man, that's bullshit, bro. That's
A
an
lot of men
excuse.
don't, man.
That's bullshit. That's an excuse.
Well, you can say it's an excuse, but
That's
it's a
an
fact of the
excuse.
matter,
Okay,
man.
well, stop-
I mean,
stop-
Especially young
do you-
motherfuckers.
Do you keep your bills in the stack and say, okay, I'll pay that, I gotta pay this, that, and the other?
No, I don't.
See, I do.
But I'm not
And
gonna.
that's
but
what
you
he's
not.
talking
But
about.
what I'm talking
That's
about.
what you talking
But
about.
what I'm
I'm just-
talking about is you not gonna not get lights turned on at your house because you might forget to pay your light.
You know,
bill.
because you
That's
know what?
fucking
Listen,
stupid.
hey, listen, Magic. You know why that is?
I don't forget to
See
pay my
things,
light
but
bill.
those things
But
that you
not
talking
gonna
about.
Not get your lights turned on. I ain't gonna get no lights turned on in my new house because I might forget to pay
But
the
look,
light bill.
but look, Magic,
That's the
Magic,
type of mentality
Magic.
that
No,
we
no, no,
talking
no.
about. That's
But listen,
retarded,
Magic,
bro. That
though.
don't even
Listen,
make no
bro.
sense.
This the whole catch to that, though, Magic. The whole catch is that the things that you describing, like the phone, see, that's something that's immediately you gotta immediately have hands on. The lights, that's something that immediately you gotta immediately have hands on. Your gas, that's something you gotta immediately have hands on.
Some
That's something you
life
got your
insurance,
water.
that's
That's something you
immediately
dealing with
need to have
every day on a
hands
daily
on, bro.
basis. So it's constantly in your head.
You don't
But when
deal
you a
with
young
dying
motherfucker,
every
you a
day?
young cat, man, you ain't caring about. You don't really care about
Yeah.
The
that.
average 20-year-old, 25-year-old, even average 30-year-old does not care
I'm
about
not
Listen,
even
insurance.
talking about the
The average young dude, if he got insurance, his mama got the policy.
ones that should
I'm talking
care.
about
They're
all
the
you
ones doing the stupid
40-year-old,
shit on bikes.
45-year-old niggas that's out here riding around with no fucking helmet on, popping fucking wheelies and shit, trying to do 1,000 miles an hour on the highway
angry
and keep
again.
up with the motherfucking
About
Joneses
to
and
be
shit.
fucked
And they
in
got
a
a
minute.
lick of fucking life insurance, but you got a bottle full of fucking Remy in your back pocket while you doing this dumb shit.
He said you get a grace period, but if your life insurance behind, the company will not pay your family.
Hell no.
Ooh.
That's why I
You
pay
get a
for
grace
this.
period. to
So
pay
don't
it
get behind
before
on
they-
your life. Man, listen, we got to, first of all, as black people, we got to stop making excuses for our downfalls and making it seem like that shit cool. That shit ain't cool, man.
Nobody's
When
saying
you
it's
see
cool.
You fucked up, you fix it. You don't say, well, we been fucked up, so we just gonna stay
But listen,
fucked
catch
up.
though, man. Just see, this is the whole thing though. People out here and they doing it. It's dudes out here, they don't got it's dudes on the bikes and they got a $30,000, $40,000 motorcycle, but they don't got life insurance.
Facts, and that's what we
You see what
talking
I'm saying?
about. So we not gonna
So-
sit here and make it seem like that's cool.
No, we not saying it's
That's
cool.
what
It's
it
not
sound
cool.
like.
Cause
That's
no,
what
we
you sound
said
like.
we encourage people to get insurance.
No,
it's
you
not like
sound
that.
you giving them an excuse.
I'm
to
not giving
get
nobody an
mad, 'cause
excuse.
they
I'm
not
just
gonna
saying. I'm
remember
just
to
stating
pay
the fact,
Can
brother.
you get insurance on somebody else's life?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You can, absolutely.
As long as they sign off on it, you can't just go around.
Not necessarily.
That's a legal contract, bro. I don't know how you gonna get some life insurance on somebody without them signing off and saying, I agree that this nigga had life insurance. If that's the case, I'm putting life insurance on all you motherfuckers.
How do you get life insurance
My
on
life
your
insurance
children
gonna be high 'cause
or your
I'm bigger
adult
than
children? You just get it.
I'm sure they gotta sign
Man.
off on it on some form of fashion if they over 21. It's a binding agreement. I'm sure
All
they
right.
would have to. If you could get life insurance on anybody without them having to sign off on it, I'm getting life insurance on every nigga. Be like, hey, what's your name, bro? What's your last name? What's your social?
Can I get insurance on my car even though you don't drive it?
Yeah.
Am I frozen?
You could get insurance
Hey.
on any
You
vehicle.
can get insurance on any person.
Okay, well, I'm getting insurance on all you niggas. So if I ask you your last name,
Hey,
because if you die, you ain't gonna give a fuck no way. You dead. Let me get the bread.
You gonna fuck with Cash Out Al over here.
Right,
man.
straight cash out, bro. My
Look.
cash out gonna
Thank
blow
you.
the fuck up.
Hey, listen. Hey, big baby.
Yes.
Bull say sit up straight so we can see the twins.
Yeah, he
All right, we're gonna have a commercial.
Nasty little man.
Wow,
Hey.
you done it.
What I do?
You gonna bring all your.
Don't you dare.
Hey, Milani Huggins say, Milani.
Hey, Millie.
She said people got insurance on their cell phones with no savings account or car insurance.
Bet that.
Right.
Nothing. Now you bump something, it's a wrap for you.
Hey, but you know what? This is the whole thing about it though,
I
man.
have a problem with those, especially for the mothers that are in this bike. You riding. Ain't nobody gonna take care of them kids but you. Mama's baby,
True.
daddy's mate.
Facts.
Take care of your babies. Make sure your kids are okay after you gone.
Well, I got
They go to
mine.
facts. My cousin said they have to sign off if they are 18 and over.
Right.
You must have insurable interest, meaning they got to be a relative, child, or
Facts.
business partner.
Facts. That's what I'm
Okay.
What about club brothers?
That's a business
no, I
partner.
don't
We
think- I
work
don't
for the
think-
same
It's a
organization.
business partner.
I think you
We work for the same organization.
No, that's a blurry line. It sounds like
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they got a clear line up on their end.
Club brothers.
They sign off.
I don't
yeah.
think that'll be an insurable interest, bro.
You sign off
Y'all
on
don't
it.
got any
Legit-
mutual
if
interest.
You legit licensed like a social club and you got your certification, y'all got legal interest.
That don't really make me a business partner.
That make you legal interest.
I don't know.
If you're an officer, wouldn't that make you a business partner?
But at the end of the day, bro, the fact is this. Niggas is running around with no insurance for absolutely no reason at all. The shit is cheap
True.
as fuck. It's easy to get. And if you give a fuck about anything, see, don't not go through life and just not give a fuck about nothing and then say, you know, you can what?
But listen, but you know what though? See, for us, I think it's because why you hear people so adamant about it, getting insurance. Because, like I say, when I was young, dude, I wasn't thinking about insurance. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't
Right.
thinking about that. I was just living my best life. You
But
feel what I'm
nobody
saying?
talking to you about insurance either.
Exactly. That's also very true at the same
So
time.
we talking
You know what I'm saying? If they do, I probably didn't remember it. But hold on, wait. Well, listen.
I again.
The whole thing. See, yeah.
I again.
But the whole thing is that as a person who lives a biker lifestyle, it's the difference between being a biker and being a person who owns a motorcycle. It's a vast difference, and a lot of people don't know the difference. You feel what I'm saying? You got a lot of people who in clubs and they haven't graduated to being bikers yet. They're still just motorcycle owners
Facts.
with a patch.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's clubs like that, whole clubs. So at the same time though, we understand, man. If you've been around here long enough, it's not about, you know what I'm saying, if you gonna go down. It's about when you gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time for you hit the pavement.
Hell yeah.
And you just
don't know if you're gonna get up.
right. And you just want to hope that you blessed enough to be able to get up off the pavement. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just be the whole deal, because we all understand. We don't like to think about it. You're gonna go down. People are like, man, I ain't gonna go down. I ride. I was like, yeah, okay. I see a lot of people scream that. Man, I know how to ride. I've been riding for 20, 30 years and all that. Okay, and I said, but you know what I'm saying? And listen, everybody say, I can ride. Yeah, I agree. Okay, you've been riding 20 years. You've been riding 10 years. You can do wheelies up and down the street. Guess what? You can ride, but they can't drive.
Facts. And most of the time, it don't be
right. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what people can't understand. Yeah, you can ride, but they can't drive. And that's where the confusion come in.
Yesterday, that lady almost smacked us so mean. I seen that little light. Like, she backed up, didn't even look behind her to see what's behind her, and it was going fast. Ooh, if I wouldn't have been on my team, like, look at this shit.
Right.
Like got smacked.
And it happen all the time. But I say this to people. And I want to say this here. Riding a motorcycle, been riding a motorcycle for years. It's always the rider's fault. I don't care who was at fault. It's always the rider's fault. Because it is your job to protect yourself. A lot of times you end up in situations that are unavoidable because you let yourself get into an unavoidable situation.
I disagree.
You know what I can say?
How do you disagree? Hold on, Goldie.
Because hold on. First of all, let me make sure that I heard you right. You said an accident between a car and a motorcycle is always the rider's fault.
Yep.
I don't agree with that.
I don't either.
Okay.
So you telling me,
man?
man?
I'm sitting at a light, minding my motherfucking business. It's a red light. I'm waiting on it to turn, like the bitch that smacked me from the back. It's my fault.
Were you looking in your mirror while you were sitting at that light, or were you dollygagging?
Absolutely, I was looking in my mirror. I'm at a red light.
You ain't see that motherfucker come? Take the fuck off.
She's right behind me.
Move.
She didn't give me opportunity to.
I don't even put my bike in neutral until there's a car behind me and stopped. If I'm at a red light. If I'm at a red light with my ass exposed, listen, let me finish saying what I'm saying. If I'm at a red light with my ass exposed, I always got my bike in first gear and my hand on the clutch.
And I was.
So why you ain't move? So wait a minute, you were sitting there with your hand on the clutch and you saw somebody coming behind you and they wasn't stopping.
We were
right.
stopped. The
I
light
can see
turned
like
red.
right now.
I went to take off. The bitch smacked me.
I can see right now all the listeners.
Oh my God.
All the listeners about to cut Magic out the game.
I see what you're saying,
yeah, we stopped at
I
the
see
red
what you're
light.
saying, and it's
when
always
the bitch pulled
gonna
up
be.
behind me. I did put my shit in gear because I'm ready to go now because I don't know what the fuck she doing back
It's
here.
always gonna be some
Absolutely. That's the first
situations
thing
like
I do.
that, but we're not really discussing those situations.
But you said
But you
it's
said-
always the rider's
Oh,
fault.
I know what I said, but I'm saying it because at the end of the day,
Clarify that.
a lot
then,
of
brother.
times that's what I was attempting to before y'all all decided to attack.
Bullshit. You was gonna let that ride.
No, I wasn't about to let the ride. Y'all cut me off. I was trying to explain what I meant by it. See, here go the thing. People ride their motorcycles the way they drive their cars. A lot of people. They ride their motorcycles the way they drive their cars. People drive their cars with impunity. People drive their cars like they indefensible, like they indestructible. You see them, you riding down the street, and it always that one goofy motherfucker to come flying through the motherfucking traffic with his car, almost hit 3-4 motherfuckers. Yeah, he made it out of there, but he made it out of there half the time by the skin of his fucking teeth or by luck. You know what I'm saying? But then they get on the motorcycles and they do the same thing, but you don't have that ability, that immunity to be able to ride like that on a motorcycle, because if you dead right or you dead wrong, you still fucking dead. And that's the point that I'm making. Sometimes you gotta ride for the other motherfuckers. I see people get into accidents all the time. Trust me, I see them, because most of the time after they tear their shit up, it end up at my motherfucking shop. So I hear all the stories. And you know what they all start off with? Man, this motherfucker cut me off. And I was like, okay, so what was you doing? Man, I was coming down the street, man, and I went around this car, man, and this nigga just decided to turn right in front of me. Yeah, but what lane was you in? Now you in the curb lane, but guess what? His car is parked in the curb lane. So you shouldn't even been in that lane. So nobody's expecting anything to be in that lane, but because you're on a motorcycle and you can fit, you feel like that you can jump in a lane that all the cars is considering a closed lane. If you was in a car, you wouldn't have gotten that lane. But because your motorcycle will fit, you'll go in that lane. Because your motorcycle will fit through that little slot, you'll try and go in that little slot. Because your motorcycle will fit through that little cut that's about to open up, you'll jump in that little cut. But when the next motherfucker not expecting anybody to do some shit like that, and they react, then, oh, he cut me off. But a lot of times when you get cut off, you someplace where you ain't supposed to be.
Like they
what I
lane.
can say that this might sound crazy to some people is that I think the mass majority of people don't have as much sympathy for a biker as they do a car driver. In the
Hell no.
No.
I think most people, unless you're a biker or a bike enthusiast, you feel like, shit, I want to never rode a motorcycle. That's what you give around the motorcycle.
Hey, Goldie, it's niggas that'll cut you off on purpose, Jack.
You see people on Facebook all the time talking about how they'll run motorcycles over and they don't care nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
There's niggas that'll tell you flat out, I'll run you over. If I see a motorcyclist splitting traffic, I'ma open my door and fuck him up. There's people put shit like that up there all the time. I had a dude, I was coming across the Detroit Bridge. And there's a dude driving a red Bourbon. I remember this truck. He driving a red Bourbon. I think he was a Rican. He had the bitch in the truck with him. Okay? So I'm coming across the bridge and we both rolling. So I come up alongside this truck. You know what I'm saying? We just rolling. I'm just going a little faster than him. I come up alongside this truck. He in this lane. So I come up alongside the truck, getting ready to get off right here, right when you turn on Orange or whatever over by the post office. And when I pull up alongside the truck, his bitch just started looking at my bike. I mean, my bike pretty, you know, so that happens. Is my bike pretty? That bitch fine in the motherfucker. Don't hate.
So you gonna take responsibility in this story?
Yeah. So I'm this chick checking my bike out. So why dude just yanking my lane? Real talk. I'm talking about not easily like he was merging and didn't see me. He physically yanked in my motherfucking lane like he was trying to make me go off the road.
So if you would have crashed,
I nailed the gas and I got the fuck out the way as soon as I seen this truck move, but that's my reaction time. I can't expect everybody to have that reaction time. But if I didn't have that reaction time, you gotta understand that I should have never been there. You understand what I'm saying?
did you know she was checking your bike out?
Yeah, I knew she was checking my bike out, and I
So
was
that
letting her
means
check my bike out.
exactly. So it was your fault.
But exactly, it was my fault because I shouldn't have been there. I should have passed that truck and kept it the fuck moving. Hey, listen, that would cause me to crash. But listen to the lesson. So you're missing the lesson with the joke. Listen to
I hear what you're saying,
I
brother.
should have never been there. When the moment I went to pass that truck, I should have went on ahead and passed that motherfucking truck and went on about my motherfucking business. And then he wouldn't have had time to do no shit like that. The same reason why when you take off from a light and you in traffic and you jump right in the mix with all of the goddamn cars. Hey, fuck that. When the traffic take off, if you in the motherfucking mix, you bag off and create you some space. You don't sit in the mix with all the rest of these cars because the motherfucker next to you 9 times out of 10 never even saw you there.
All right.
You a little bitty thing. You probably don't even register in this mirror unless you.
A mad blind spots in the car.
Yeah, and if you're not actually looking around for something to be next to you, you would miss it. You would miss it. You would never even know that the bike was there, and then you would go to turn.
Bike in traffic, it's your main responsibility.
Protect
you gotta
yourself.
pay more attention than they do.
Make space.
They might not even see you.
If I can't get ahead of you,
I can't honestly say
I'm gonna bag off.
That every bike accident that ever happened was the biker's fault. I just can't agree to that just because of the way my logic set up. I just can't agree to that.
That's magic with the
I can understand
with the
your
common
philosophy.
sense.
I can understand.
We ain't. Yeah, we were not.
There's some bikers that was completely in the right, and at some point the driver was completely in the
Exactly. Exactly, but that's my point.
Things you can't, that's why
and that's precisely my point, Goldie. Yes, you can. It's called being aware. This is the point that I was making, Goldie, and you brought it right to me. You brought it right to me because that's going to be the argument that everybody's listening is going to use. There's going to be times where
every accident got a what-if story.
Exactly.
And what you saying is eliminate
the what-ifs as much as you can.
Like you said, everybody reaction time ain't the same. All this stuff, all these different factors factor in.
Right, but I caused that. I caused that by showing off for his bitch. I caused that by profiling next to his motherfucking truck.
That?
I know that.
You taking ownership of that?
Because I was passing him, Joe, and I seen this bitch looking out the window when I came past, so I slowed down a little bit so she could take a look at my bitch. And he got mad. I should have kept it the fuck moving because at the end of the day, I couldn't win against that truck.
But listen, whole catch to that Magic, man. See, that ain't on you. That's on him.
Yeah, I'm not about to be singing that
wait.
song
Hold on. Listen. Let me tell you something. For real.
Basically saying is
It's
whether he
on.
right or wrong, he dead.
Right. Listen.
There we
I understand that, but let me tell you something.
It's a
That could be anybody. Because you know what?
bro.
Because Magic did something that mostly any rider gonna do. They see a chick checking out their bike, they ain't about to pass up that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So listen. Now look. Listen.
I'm gonna pass it right the
Listen.
fuck up.
This is what I'm saying. See, dude could have played it. Dude could.
Past Muscle Beach, you gonna slow down a little bit and let them niggas see your bike.
I'll let them see me.
See, anyway.
You know what I learned that day?
But hold on, wait. But listen though. See, listen. Magic did something that almost any rider would do. You feel what I'm saying? You feel they ain't passing no opportunity to stunt. So listen, but dude could have played it either way. It could have just inspired you like, damn, okay. I'm about to get me a motherfucking motorcycle. You feel what I'm saying?
Fuck all
He didn't have to take that route. You feel what I'm saying? Try to run the man off the road. See, that's just some pure hating shit right there. Like I say, it could have went. It wasn't on the rider. That's on him. Your bro checking out another dude. Hey, step it up a little bit,
Yeah,
baby.
get your shit together,
You know
bro.
what I'm
She
saying?
looking at something you ain't got.
Get you a
know what I'm
motorcycle.
saying? But
You
at
feel
the
what I'm
end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is we have to expand our understanding of the way life goes. This is one of the reasons why we find ourselves in such bad wear along the lines of life. Is because we go through life expecting shit to go the way we think it's supposed to go and not dealing with shit the way that it does go. And I know that might sound confusing, but a lot of people go through life talking about, well, it should be like this. Okay, well, it should be like that, but shit, people shouldn't rape, people shouldn't kill, people shouldn't steal, people shouldn't do a lot of things that they do, but motherfuckers do. And if you went around leaving your door and your house unlocked,
Everything happens under this sun.
if you go home, leave your door unlocked, and that motherfucker go in your house and steal all your shit, what you gonna say? Well, he shouldn't have stole. Stealing is wrong. No, fuck
wait a
all
minute.
that. So you lock your
Listen,
door.
but hold on, wait, hold on.
Did you see the story the other day? It was a story recently. Dude got shot and killed in a store. He was robbing the store.
I posted that.
That was you.
And the goofy ass
and the
sister was
goofy
like,
ass
so
sister,
what?
the goofy ass
seen that.
sister was like, he ain't had to kill my brother.
That
When your
bitch needed
brother
a
came
helmet.
in the store with a gun.
That bitch needed a helmet and a fucking
Why was the clerk even armed like that? Cause they tired of motherfuckers.
tired of stupid
like your
motherfuckers
brother
like your
coming
brother.
in.
Hey,
But that's
look,
my
man.
point.
That was
And
the
niggas
stupidest shit
unfortunately
ever.
think like that. Niggas unfortunately think like that. Now we can laugh about it because we saw somebody else doing it. But how many motherfuckers you know?
Hey, we laughing at
How
that
many
shit,
motherfuckers you
doing
know that
stupid
think
shit.
that same goofy ass way that you fuck with on a daily basis? How many niggas you know that think that same goofy ass way? Them be the same motherfuckers. Be
alright.
the same motherfuckers.
Look, it's trying to change the segment, man.
What the fuck you want to talk about, Joe?
This nigga is always angry.
Right.
I'm cranky because I'm tired.
Hey, man,
What
don't.
the hell-
Hey,
what
listen.
happened to you this week?
Hey,
What
listen,
happened to
man.
you?
I'm
We
smiling.
ain't
Calm
even
down.
talking about
You
our
gonna
highs
get
and
it.
lows. What the hell happened to you, Magic?
I'm smiling and everything. I'm having a fucking ball.
We see, mother. Right.
But see, here,
I would love to have some
I'ma leave with
light
this.
and positive
We ain't
energy
leaving
around
yet.
you right
I'm gonna
now.
leave with this, big
This
baby.
motherfucker right here is just like
We must
angry.
learn.
It's like you
No.
turn the
Alex.
volume up slow like
Right. He had a hell of a
It
weekend.
sound like a jet bike, don't he?
Oh, you know what? No, he had a hell of a weekend because it was y'all cabaret this weekend, so he still hype.
Oh, yeah.
He still pumped from the
we was
cabaret.
turned. Oh, we was turned.
See, that's what it
Man,
is.
and
If you
know
didn't
what?
make it to the
That
cabaret,
was
man,
stupid,
fuck you, cause we had a
Listen.
fucking ball, Jay.
And listen, what make it so bad? I had a mother freaking ball, but guess what? I'm tired as hell. Cause
I'm still
we
tired.
all have other jobs.
On the tutu.
It was a tutu.
Everybody had on looking like a bunch of loofah balls. I wanted to
I
get
look
some
like a
body
fucking
wash
fairy,
and
but
run
we
through
was
that
cute.
motherfucker.
Me and my sisters were cute. I don't give a shit what you said. We
Hey,
looked
Joe,
good.
I want you to get
We
some body
looked
wash
good.
and
If
run
there's
through all
anybody
of
that
them.
had a problem with our outfits, tell me. Trust me,
No,
I bet
y'all
it ain't
was
one.
cute.
We were
Y'all
cute.
was cute.
We
Y'all
were
was
cute.
cute. Thank
Hey,
y'all.
listen, man.
But
what?
like I said, we all have other jobs. So
Y'all need
somebody
a
like
wings
me
and a
that just
little
did like
wine.
4 doubles in 5 days and then go do the cabaret and then go to the after hours and then go straight to work.
I had
ain't
4
had no
doubles in
sleep
5
yet.
hours.
Hey, look,
I
man.
ain't had no sleep, so I'm tired of cranking. I ain't for the bullshit. This nigga over here with all his negative motherfuckers.
I'm having a ball.
this
Hey,
nigga just get angry.
Hey.
No damn reason.
I'm not angry.
You just sound
Let's
angry.
take that, okay? But
Right.
we gotta
I'm
learn.
sorry. I'm sorry.
We gotta
Hey,
learn how
go,
to
just-
disagree without being
The
disagreeable.
favorite asshole. Oh no, absolutely. I can disagree with you all
Yeah,
day.
but
and
we're not
be-
disagreeable,
But you just
trust me.
sound so angry.
I love
brother.
y'all. I love
you
y'all.
too,
I'm
but
just, I'm
Jesus
just, I'm
Christ.
just passionate about my ideas. Come on, man. Something
That
square.
angry love.
All right, turn it down. Hey, let's go, man. Hey, you know what? See, like every week I always post what the topic should be. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And every week it's always
Club hoppers. Every week somebody put
What
up club
happened?
hoppers.
no, not
It's the
this.
same
It's
thing.
no, it's this week is being in the club with no bike. It's just that. So
And
this
why
is the
do we
thing.
even have to talk about being in the club with
Because
no
you
bike?
have
If
new
you're
listeners.
in a
'Cause
motorcycle
listen,
club,
Big Baby, calm
the
down.
rule is
Now
you
you're being
should have
angry.
a
But I'm the
motorcycle.
angry one.
Calm down.
You
No,
just
listen.
go from 0 to
Right, calm down. Let's listen,
Left a
man.
burnout mark.
No
Look, See the thing about that, look, man.
No.
No, it's not. Let me tell you why.
Why it's not
Because a
annoying?
lot of times those questions are posed by new listeners. You feel what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I
See,
get
so they come to the page to get some love, you know what I'm saying, and get some knowledge. So a lot of times those come by new listeners.
Great
So-
minds
I'm
think
gonna tell you what
alike.
I heard. I'm gonna tell you what I heard recently. They were trying. Somebody I know rides, and somebody was trying to get them to come to a specific club. I ain't gonna even say which one. It doesn't matter. And they said, "Hey man, come right now. They have an open enrollment."
Woo!
What is that? What is
Open
that?
enrollment is when you just let people in your club. They don't have to be probes. You can just
Not
stay
only
there in the
that,
man.
That's a thing?
not only that, it's usually in the winter time when you don't have to ride, so you really don't have to show up on a bike
Until
until bike
breakout
season.
day.
Honestly, I got a
Till bike
problem with
season.
that. I got a problem with that.
I said, I'm so glad.
That's a
you didn't
glitch
do
in the
that.
system.
I got a
I
problem
said,
with
I'm
that.
so glad
I've
you didn't do that.
never been a fan of no shit like that. Man.
That's a glitch in the system.
Cause you're
I
just
never
looking for
even heard of
bodies.
no shit like that.
No, this is what happens. This is how I do.
You're looking for bodies.
They let dudes into they let people into the club in the wintertime, right? Because in the wintertime we live in Ohio, so we're not riding in the winter. So you don't have to be nowhere on your bike. So clubs say, well, you don't have to have no motorcycle right now, but you got a certain amount of time till breakout, that next breakout coming to get you a motorcycle. See,
But
so
in the meantime, they collecting dues and you
you still
doing your
a
thing.
full patch member if you
Full patch
if you know
member.
what I'm saying, but
right.
if how percent on
Nobody
that
even
poke
knows
shit,
if you
yeah.
can
Little
ride,
echo
but nobody
thing.
even knows if you can ride.
Bullshit. Can I get
So-
the little echo thing on
No.
there?
See, so
But we
that's-
don't even
the
know
back
if you
buttons.
have a bike. If you can ride a bike, you
That's
might
a glitch
have
in the
little-
system.
You might have a little moped.
Well, I mean, if somebody gonna say they know how to ride, if you don't join the club, I ain't never seen nobody lie and say they know how to
I
ride and they
have.
didn't know how to
I
ride.
have.
Wait. Let me
I
take that back. Stop. I've seen people who know how to operate a
Never seen a
motorcycle, but they don't know how to ride. I've seen people operate. It's like this. It's like when
Why
you,
don't you get the
you
fuck
do you
outta
ever
here?
take like do you notice when you get new members who ain't never been in clubs and you put them on the road in formation, they gotta get in the back. They gonna kill
You
somebody.
ain't about to get in the middle of my
Cause they
motherfucking
don't,
line.
cause they listen. They don't know how to take turns for real. They'll willy all up and down the street. Stop sign, 60 miles an hour. They do all that, but they can't ride in formation.
They don't know when to
You
let
know what I'm
somebody pass them.
Right? They don't know nothing
they-
about.
yeah.
They don't know nothing about highway riding.
They
You
go
your
there,
ass
know what I'm
see
saying?
back.
So when you right, so you gotta. It's just people don't understand. When your club is in formation, that's a trust. That's a trust that everybody in that line is trusting everybody else. You trusting a man or woman to the left of you, to the right of you, in the front of you, in the back of you, because all of them have potential to take down the line. So when you out there and you running 80, 90 miles an hour and y'all hitting them turns and you still in formation, you feel what I'm saying? That means you trusting the person next to you and in front of you and in back of you to hold that motherfucker.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? You trusting them. That's a trust right there. But when you get these new members, they get in there, they don't know how to ride for real in formation. You can always tell this is how you always tell the motherfucker who don't know how to ride in formation. When the turn comes, they always ride the outside lane. They never take the inside lane. They always ride the outside lane. And when the turn comes, they move into the next lane. Then when the turn straighten out, they get back in formation. You're like, oh, this motherfucker can't ride. You can
Nah.
see. So it's a trust when you in formation, man, and it's important for you to know how to ride in formation.
This
And I'm
might
gonna tell you
sound
this.
Crazy. Is it a YouTube video that?
Wait. No, listen to
Because
this.
it's different
And
for
listen.
every club.
And let me tell you something.
Oh, really?
And it's different
you
for
know
every
what,
road
Mel?
captain.
And it's
I only
the
ride
road.
with certain people in formation. Like,
Right,
hey, we gonna
exactly.
Be over here.
Every
Hey,
Exactly.
road captain
We
got
right
the way
here.
they ride their
We
line
right
different.
here because we know that bitch
And-
right there is subject to make us go down. Or that nigga right there tap on his brakes too much. Or that motherfucker right
Yeah.
there don't know how
See,
to
so
take that
yeah.
curve.
So it's like, but at the same time, listen, it's your road captain's job. It's the road captain's responsibility to notice that. And when he or she notice that,
with it.
they got to deal with that. And you got to take that person and say,
I know
hey,
you do, Bart.
this is how we going to have to do this, man. So me and you, we going to ride side by
know
side.
you know how to
So that way you get used to riding in formation and taking the lines. Because one thing it is, it's best to take for road captains. If you want my advice, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been road captain, but just been my experience. If you want my advice, when you get them riders who don't really know how to ride and you got to get them formation ready, take them out on a Sunday. Because it's not a lot of traffic Sunday. You feel what I'm saying? So you take them out on a Sunday and then you roll with them. You know what I'm saying? Roll side by side. Teach them how to take them turns. You know what I'm saying? Teach them when to let people pass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, look, man, don't wait till we get on the exit. Then you want to try and get off right there. No, we all got to get off. It's a procedure. It's protocol to getting off. When you got 50, 60 people right there, everybody just can't decide to just roll off. No,
Jump
it's
off the
procedure.
highway right now,
you feel what I'm
no.
saying? Right. And you got to notice that. And it's a road captain's job to get that together because
That's
every
big facts.
time we get on them bikes, man, people don't be exaggerating when they say that could be your last time. Cause that can be your last time.
Facts.
So when you kiss your kids and you
'Cause
kiss
I
your
never
spouse,
thought in my
you feel what I'm
wildest
saying? Right.
dreams on
And
the
you,
way back from Detroit that we was gonna lose my nigga Big Worm, especially the way.
See?
I mean, you know that
We
fucked
didn't
me
lose
up.
him, but yeah.
I mean, you know, but I never thought I was gonna lose him out my line. My line was clean. We was good. I don't know what happened. That fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? If somebody come and tell me and I gotta turn around on the highway because my bro went down, that fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? That really, I'm talking about I jumped over the over the curb and in the fucking grass and like rolled back to the fucking off ramp through the grass and got off and went around and then jumped over the fucking thing cause that fucked me up. Like, how the fuck?
It's not funny. I'm just saying. It's just over the thing and the thing and the
Yeah.
thing.
but you know what? But listen. So if y'all listening, what y'all hear is magic. It's that's genuine, you know what I'm saying, concern and love for your bro. Because if you're in a large club, man, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna experience the heartache of losing members, you know what I'm saying, to accidents, to, you know what I'm saying, gunshot violence, you know what I'm saying, natural causes, whatever it is, freak accidents, you're gonna experience that more often than people in smaller clubs.
Right.
Because there are more of y'all.
I think like what he was kind of trying to say, like, what's gonna prepare you for what you're gonna see when you get back there, like.
Yeah.
And,
You got-
And
you
then,
gotta get
but see, my
mentally
thing,
together for that.
but see, my thing, Goldie, is I'm the head road captain, so I'm responsible.
Right.
I'm responsible for these dudes. You know, this is my crew. This is my platoon. I'm the general. You know what I'm saying? I'm responsible for all these dudes with all their nuances. Where if this dude goofy as fuck, I gotta know he goofy as fuck. So I gotta make sure I put him someplace where him being goofy as fuck ain't gonna cause us a problem. I can't just put him someplace and expect him to do this, and I know he goofy as fuck. Cause when he do some shit that's goofy as fuck and get us half killed, it was my fault. Cause I shouldn't have put him there. So I'm looking at it like that is deeper, and when you the head road captain, bro, and you got a group of motorcycles behind you, you make every decision that you make is designed to keep the entire group straight.
And not only that, I mean, it's just tough seeing one of your people
I
go
mean
down.
that
period.
too, but I'm still
that
like
initial
how?
thought, but I'm saying that initial thought, if you right there, you right in front, right on the side, right in back, and you see them, it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Right.
Did you know what? See, like you know, y'all cabaret was Saturday, but you know, most of us we went to Columbus Saturday
Right.
to bury our brother 45.
Right.
Yeah.
You saying, and 45 just never recovered from a bike accident. You feel what I'm saying? So that was like last year that it happened. So you know what I'm saying? So
and it don't even sometimes, bro. It could be little complications from big complications from little shit.
right, and you know, I'm like me, man. It's like I said, if you're in a larger club, you're gonna experience losing people more than somebody in smaller clubs. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna get your share of going
There's a
to
higher percentage of it happening.
you're gonna get your percentage of going to funerals. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be somebody that you really ain't rock with. But guess what? You still gotta go show them love and respect. You feel what I'm saying? But then sometimes it's gonna be somebody that you really, really fuck with. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna hurt even more. You feel what I'm saying? Because this shit right here is real. Because
Real.
this, you know what I'm saying? It's like some friendships are few and far between. And one of them, like people say, ain't no love in this biker shit no more.
They
And
crazy as fuck.
they
That's
crazy in the
not true.
motherfucker because
That's not true.
it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? It is love in this motherfucker shit. You know how? Let me tell you something. It's gonna be some people from day one, y'all just ain't gonna rock. Y'all just ain't gonna get along at all. But then it's gonna be some people from day one, y'all gonna rock forever. You know what I'm saying? When you out the club or when they, you know what I'm saying, you on the outs from the club or they on the outs of the club, no matter what, guess what? Them still your people. You still rocking with them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Because
You-
it wasn't about the club.
It
Y'all
wasn't
just
about the
happened
club.
To be in the same club. together.
Exactly, and that's that true friendship. But
Yeah.
those friendships are few and far, excuse me, in between.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big
But
facts.
it's love still here. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like Saturday night, we had to go get one of my club brothers' bike. His chain broke on his Harley, so we had to go.
Wait a minute.
We had to go put the big Harley on the truck at 3:30 in the
minute.
morning. Yeah,
His chain broke on his horse.
yeah.
Harley Davidsons come with chains?
Yeah. You know that?
I don't think they come with chains.
Yeah. They Harleys come with chains,
I think you.
belts, chains. Yeah,
Nah, belts.
belts, chains. What?
Didn't happen to me.
Hey, listen, man.
There's not no Harley with a chain ever.
Okay, we're gonna keep going. What was
Okay.
you saying?
Well, shit was fucked up.
Yeah.
No Harlem Harleys
Facts.
is basically. All right. So at three,
Don't hardly hate. Don't hardly hate.
at 3 in the
You grow up, you gonna have one too.
oh.
Don't hardly
Okay,
hate.
okay,
It's for
okay,
big girls and
okay,
boys.
okay. But at 3:30 in the morning, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because us fit motherfuckers ride sport bike.
Oh, so now I ain't fit. That's what
You
you
said it
trying
was
to
for big
say.
girls and boys.
Roll up.
There's a lot of
You
big
ain't
girls
say
in
that.
here
You
tonight.
said
Where the
big
big girls at?
Oh my God. Yeah, I heard you.
Hey, but look, Magic, look here. And see, hey, listen, man. You know what I'm saying? When I got the call at 3:30 in the morning,
Sport bike with these, they'll fall over.
Hey.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh.
why you always looking for an excuse to touch your titties? What's wrong with you?
I don't need an excuse. These are mine. I can touch them anytime I want.
That's just conversating, just touching them, just
We were having a conversation. Never mind.
right.
You weren't privy to the conversation.
Yeah, but I want to get back to something before we get too far away from it, though, bro.
Yeah, because y'all tripping.
Nah.
But hold on. But listen, like I was
Get
saying,
too far
man,
away from it,
it
bro.
was the love is still here in this biker shit because when I got the call at 3:30 in the morning, hey man, we need you down here. Help us out. I'm there. I'm up.
Bet.
I'm rolling. Ain't no excuse or nothing. Hey, I'm there. I'm up. I'm on my way. You feel what I'm saying? And it's that same love, man. That when you experience that, when your club brother, your club sister get up out they sleep at 2, 3 in the morning, no matter what it is, they got to go to work in the morning or one of that, and they come help you out. When you experience that, man, you know that's real love. Because a lot of times we'll call one of our club brothers and club sisters before we call our blood brother
Yeah,
or
facts.
blood sister. You feel what I'm saying?
I
For
cannot
some
tell
help.
you how many times I done jumped up in my pajamas and
Yeah, but we
tennis
talked
shoes
about
and
this
some
when the
boots.
last
Yeah,
go
just-
around.
we just go.
But that's real
far
love.
away from it,
And I
though,
got
bro.
some cousins that can call me.
We was gone now. We on some other
That's the
shit.
point. You
I,
talked about the whole segment.
definitely
Ain't
call
nobody
my
say
club
shit.
brothers when I'm in a
Okay.
situation where I don't
Right.
want to hear no. How that sound?
Shit, you might hear no anyway, cause
No, but one of them going somebody.
Yeah, somebody gonna-
one of them.
somebody gonna
One of
win.
my.
Somebody
If I
gonna win,
ask
yeah.
one, it's like asking them all, cause I can't come. But let me call such and such. And it's
Absolutely, we do that.
I done
all
been
the
out
time.
of
We have
town and
we
bros
have
that
a
came
group
and checked
text, a
on
group
me.
Page, whatever you want to say. Now, if something happens to one person,
Right.
it goes out to the group. Hey, look, I'm in Cincinnati. I can't get there.
right.
This person
Somebody
needs help.
needs
Right.
to get over
This
here.
person needs help, and we don't say I'm not on my way. I'm on my way. You
Nigga,
just
everybody
go.
show me
Everybody
17
just
motherfuckers
show up.
show up.
It be 17,000 motherfuckers. Like, I just needed one person.
I got
down.
I got
Shit,
stuck
say
in
that.
with car trouble in Columbus, and bros came to get me. And that was when I met him too. Good,
Facts.
solid
So
brother.
yeah, you can't say we don't love each other because we damn sure do.
But my thing is this, man. This is a problem. That's why I said I want to talk about this before we get too far away from it. You know.
In the club with nobody?
I went down to the. I mean, it's the same thing. We're still on the same topic.
Okay.
You know, I went down to the yacht club. My nigga took me down to the yacht club one day. I had a fucking ball. But I ain't joined the yacht club. You know why? Because I didn't own a fucking yacht. But I still went down there and I kicked it. I went down there and kicked it with them. I went down there and chilled. And guess what? I bought me one. I bought me a boat. But I still ain't part of the yacht club. But I still go to the yacht club. because I don't gotta be part of something in order to enjoy it. And that's the reason why you got all these niggas in these motorcycle clubs with no bike, because they just came, saw niggas having fun, and was like, hey, I want to have fun like y'all having fun. I want to join y'all club. But see, my thing is, first of all, bro, when I joined my club, you had to already be riding a motherfucking motorcycle. You couldn't even walk up to the door and say, hey, I want to join your club. Somebody had to come to you and say, hey, I want you to join my club. That's how I got in this club. That's how it was when I got in this club.
Somebody asked you?
Yeah, B.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, B fucked up anyway.
Hey, what difference that make?
What
Look at
fucked
me
up
now.
Right, what fucked up
He
individual
knew a
recognized
genius when
another
he
one?
saw one.
But you know, but I get what he's saying. He like somebody had to see you
Somebody had to
being
see you.
real,
Right, facts.
and be like, look, this
Facts.
might be something you want to consider. Even
Right.
it's a
So
soft
now the
recruit.
reason why you got all these bikers in clubs with no bikes is for one simple reason. Because people are
You know, I
just
can say
trying
that's
to
true, though.
pad their numbers.
I can say
That's
that's true
all.
about me.
People are trying to pad their numbers. People are just trying to add motherfuckers so they can go through color count line and win them little funky ass trophies or whatever the fuck. You ain't gonna get the money. The money is ours. Okay? You're not gonna
The
get the
trophies
money.
we won ain't funky.
Okay, so fuck all that. The money is
can
ours.
show up. You
The
can let
money
us
is
see
ours.
you.
We're gonna get
We're
the money.
definitely getting paid for this.
We're gonna get the money, but what we gonna start doing though, and we gonna start putting it, we gonna start making it so that some of these smaller clubs can actually participate in the color count contest and have something to get out of it instead of every trip the Omens or the Zulus just busting everybody motherfucking heads. We're gonna make some changes so that the other clubs will be able to participate
Because, yeah, if
and
they
be
don't
able
feel
to
like they're
enjoy
included, they're
a
gonna
lot of
stop
them won't.
coming
A
out.
lot of them don't come nowhere. They come for a hot ass second. You see them for 20 minutes, but by the time they get ready to call color count, or you see this all the time. As soon as they say color count in 15 minutes, you see all them leave and go get on their bikes because they know they ain't got a chance to win shit. So why even stick around no more? But that go back to the other side that most of these motherfuckers they ain't even supposed to be here.
But you know what though? See, that's the thing, Bob, man. That's what people don't understand. Like, color count is not about you having 50 or 60 motherfuckers all the time. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care if it's two of y'all.
Just
Color
to
count is
represent your shit.
right. Color count is about you representing your shit,
Especially niggas,
walking
we
down the
came from out of
line.
town, nigga, I don't care if
Right.
it's three of us. We walking down
Right.
this
I'm
motherfucker.
not
walking
leaving
down
till
the
these
line.
motherfucking lights come on. I done traveled 6 hours. to
And
get
I done
here.
paid my money to get in here, and I still got to have a bottle of liquor.
But you know, it's really designed just for you. Listen, when you walk down that line, you representing your club. All eyes are on you when you walk down the color count
You know how I
line.
know it's
So
some
you represent
bullshit,
your
sucker?
club. So you
know how I
be
know
2 or
some-
3 motherfuckers.
You know how I know there's some bullshit now? Because when color count back in the day, after color count was over, the lights went out and the music came right the fuck back on. Some masterpiece, some shit, and the whole crowd started rocking again.
Well,
No, they just trying to get to the next fight. Get
No,
a
now you got to be out by 2:30 round this
Man,
motherfucker.
nigga do a color count at 1 o'clock, that hall empty at 1:15, Jack.
That's why a lot of them have started doing color count later.
That ain't gonna help. Only thing that's gonna do is make niggas leave and make somebody numbers show.
But you know what though? This is the catch to that though, man. At the end, like down south, you know, they don't even do color count.
Down there.
They sign a book. Hey, every time I go to, and I go to somebody's
All we gotta
cabaret,
do is do prize giveaways all night with little prize instead of
These
big
niggas
ones.
don't want shit.
You know what? We ran into that recently somewhere. The problem with that.
our southern chapters do color
You
count.
turn that motherfucking wheel every so often to pull out one of the club's names and they win the prize. And randomly one be bigger than the other one. And they'll say, I'm an event master, nigga. You fuck with it.
That is an idea.
They'll
I
stay.
mean, you can make million
They'll
different
stay because they'll be
ideas,
waiting to
but
see
my
if they
point
gonna
is-
win.
My point is,
Somebody
is
gonna
you don't
win
gotta
this
have
62-inch
gimmicks.
TV.
My point is you don't have to have gimmicks to be a biker. See, I'm a biker. I'm not trying to make my biker world into somebody's mom and pop candy club, 4-H, whatever the fuck club
No, but that's
world.
4-H.
I'm not trying to make my biker world into that. So if you come onto the biker world thinking that this shit's about to be motherfucking
It's like a
roses
raffle.
and bunnies and shit. That's not what the biker
What you
world
say,
is.
bunnies?
Yeah, people think this shit's supposed to be roses and bunnies. That's not the biker world. If it was roses and bunnies, I wouldn't be here. I don't want to be with roses and bunnies. I want to be with the weird motherfuckers.
He's saying he don't want to hang out with the dudes who
He want to be with the metal
got
and the
glitter on their
concrete.
vest.
Right, I want to
the-
be with the grunge and the motherfucking let's get down and dirty, my nigga.
He want the world to look like Mad Max in real life.
Fuck it.
So you don't want to hang out with the
Fuck it.
dudes.
That's the bike.
He want to
world for
drive
me.
one of B.A. Baracus'
hey,
cars.
Fortunately-
Hey, real talk. Hey, real talk,
He
Goldie.
know exactly who B.A. Baracus is.
Hey, real talk, Goldie.
Fortunately,
when I
the
put
biker
all my
world is not
shit
all
on,
like that. There
when I
are
put all my
roses and
shit
bunnies
on,
and
my nigga-
rainbows in there.
where?
Wait, I ain't. What?
Rainbow, I'm a bunny.
What a laugh track at, Goldie? What a laugh track?
I don't even,
I
man.
had that shit queued up already.
Hey, listen.
I was in shock.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, listen.
Shock me.
See,
fucked up
like,
with that.
hey, listen. See,
Because
now,
you don't smell bad don't mean you can't get down and dirty like the rest of us. Yeah.
see, look. See, people always ask. They be like, "Well, how you gonna be?
Bullshit.
How you gonna be in the club with no motorcycle?" All right,
You
again,
shouldn't be
people.
there.
There are wait. Remember, wait a minute. Remember now, there are certain individuals who are part of the club who are not required to have a motorcycle because they serve a certain function. Some people call some.
Not all women.
In our club, what associates
Some
we got?
people are saying different
I
clubs
said
have.
associates, but not. There are.
Well, different clubs have different terms from them. You feel what I'm saying?
I can only speak for
But
mine.
those individuals are in the club for a reason, so they're not required to have a motorcycle. They serve a specific purpose that helps the club, so they're not required to have a motorcycle. Different clubs got different names for them. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody in the club, you see what I'm saying? Depends on what club you in. They may not have a motorcycle. You got to know that if you know how that club function, then hey, that's on that club. But as far as the individuals who have clubs who will have people who are supposed to be riding members and they're not, they don't own motorcycles, then that club right there is breaking protocol. You feel what I'm saying? And I think it's like this, man. You shouldn't be able to count on people if they supposed to be riding people. They supposed to be riding and they don't got
What if
motorcycles.
they ain't counting no iron? How you gonna be able to?
Exactly.
So
See,
then you get into the gray area. So now everybody's cousins in them.
No, you
It's all
hold.
of a sudden in this particular.
No.
club.
You hold. This is what you do.
And they got
You hold
17
iron. You
motherfuckers
hold
in
color
their
count
club, and
on
3 niggas got
iron.
motorcycle.
You hold color count on iron.
Facts. All the time. Every single time. Unless it's snow on the ground. Or it's fucking pouring down raining.
That's how you do it.
So it should be outdoors. It
It'll
should
be a
like
ride
an
through. It'll be what's called a
outdoors-
ride through.
Facts. Color count should be outside.
It'll be a ride through.
It should be bike count. It shouldn't be color count.
Well, all you gotta do is start
If you
doing
started
it.
doing bike count, a lot of this
I
bullshit
got
will
cordless
cease.
mics.
If you start doing bike count, a lot of this bullshit will cease.
They'll reach
Hey,
out.
you know
Start
what?
doing bike count in the summer instead of doing color count in the summer. A lot of this bullshit.
How
will
many
cease
people
because
you
then
think
we
will
don't
have
know. You've
an
been counting
outbreak
3
like that's some
people.
bullshit? Cause we
Right.
still remember it'll be
Fact.
a whole
No,
they
riot.
can't.
No,
They can't.
no, and then what you will
There's
see
nothing
is
they
you,
can say.
but see, if you do it like that, then you'll see the bullshit. Because if this club been counting with 3 motherfuckers all summer, and then as soon as the snow hit, all of a sudden y'all counting with 7 motherfuckers, bullshit. You know what I'm
See-
saying? If these motherfuckers can consistently come with 50 motherfuckers on iron, 40 motherfuckers on iron, then you know these niggas is doing what they doing.
Right.
But that'll cut down a lot of that. No biker in the fucking motorcycle club, no bike riding motherfuckers in the motorcycle club because they won't count.
But you know, at the end of the day, it's the club's fault.
Yeah, it's the club's fault. Because y'all shouldn't be taking niggas that don't ride motorcycles. Period. How the fuck you gonna join a bike club and you don't know how to ride a motherfucking motorcycle? Why are you here? Why the fuck is you here?
Nah, no ride. Nah, not knowing how
Why
to
the
ride a
fuck
motorcycle.
is you here? Nobody can answer that question for me. If you don't ride a motorcycle, why the fuck would you want to join a motorcycle club?
Because they want to kick it like bikers.
Fuck that. Come around and kick it when we kicking it and everything will be cool. One of my best friends come around kicking with me all the motherfucking time. He be down in the clubhouse. I get to the clubhouse. He might be at the clubhouse now. This nigga don't ride shit. Don't got a pedal bike. But they all love him. They show him same love they'll show somebody else. We go out of town, that nigga go with me, they'll show that nigga the exact same love that they'll show a nigga with rags on. And when we go to a party, he ain't worrying about, let me get some rags, bro. He don't be on no goofy ass shit like that. I wouldn't get none no way, because I ain't put no rags on no nigga. I ain't put no rags on no nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's
Man, this dude done took it to a whole new level. That is not.
Unless you're a kid under 18, there's no reason why a man to add on somebody
right,
else's
but what I'm
rag.
saying is
Not true.
What I'm saying
You
is my
think?
nigga.
Not true, man.
What's to give me a
I
reason?
can't understand.
Not
that
true.
one. I
Give
can't
me a
understand
reason.
that one.
Not true. Trust me, man. Let me tell you
I'm
something.
just
We
giving.
talked
Can
about
you
this
give me a
before.
reason?
There's
Can you?
levels to this
We
shit.
talked about this.
Hey,
I ain't
listen.
putting no rags on no nigga.
Listen, man. Let me tell you
As a
something.
dude, I don't know, man.
Let me tell you something. Listen, that ain't about putting no rags on nobody. Let me tell you something, man. Because I've been in this situation a lot of times. Some of
We
the
did
parties.
talk about this.
Right.
Though. I remember now.
Okay, see, so we shouldn't have to revisit that topic, brother.
Some parties you go to, you need to know, or everybody
we
else
out of
needs to know
town,
that
yeah,
person,
or
right?
something.
That,
Need to
that
know they
person
with
is
me.
protected. That person is with me. Just because you put him on it don't mean he with you. He just
I ain't
with
putting
him.
no rags on no nigga.
I think it's
Just-
probably a personal preference.
Said that. I said
Yeah,
what
it's
I
not
said.
even it's looked at like he looking at it from a warped sense of
No,
viewing.
I'm not. I'm looking at it from my sense of him, my sense of viewing.
Exactly.
I will not put no rags on another nigga. First of all, because every nigga in my motherfucking club, every swinging dick that got almonds on their back should own a motorcycle and ride one. First of all. Secondly, I'm not putting rags on no nigga because I'm not gonna be hanging with no nigga that don't know how to conduct himself accordingly, so I don't have to worry about that goofy ass shit. And for 3, because I'm not putting no rags on no nigga.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. This is another one of the topics we're gonna discuss. Like that's gonna feed right into this topic here, right? It's a lot of motherfuckers who get rags on and then they become a new person.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? They right. They become a new person all of a sudden. And the catch to that is, you know how I feel about that shit, but they become a new person. You feel what I'm saying? So they become invincible in the sense that someone said invincible.
Yeah.
In their mind, you're invincible.
And listen, and the whole thing about it is that a lot of these people, man, who do this, they have very little knowledge of the bike scene, or history.
Because they don't ride motorcycles.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
No, and it's not just about right. It's about they don't take the time to learn the history of that particular club or that particular organization that they with.
Because they don't ride
Because you have
motorcycles.
some members in some clubs that still don't even know the history.
Facts. Because they never gave a shit. But our job is to pick out the motherfuckers that don't give a shit and get rid of them.
But
Stop
see, this is the
giving them
thing.
passes.
Now listen, now this is what I'm saying. Now see, you said that, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna hang out with no dude who don't know how to conduct themselves. And
Facts.
I feel you. But now this is the catch.
Shit happens.
See, no, listen, cause I hang out with some cats who just don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't have the sense of
No
north.
coof.
They don't have the sense of northall to say, hey
They
man,
ain't got no coof.
hold on for you bust dude in the head. Let me talk this one out for you, pimp,
Nah, he
before we
got-
tear this bitch up. So what happens is, I mentioned the dudes getting some colors and some rags. They be acting like now they somebody brand new. They, you know what I'm saying, tough Teddy. So now we've all seen this where, no, listen. I mean, some dudes do get tough Teddy, you know what I'm saying, when they get some rags. But what I'm saying is that we've all seen that how some cats treat civilians
Yeah.
and how they try to, you know what I'm saying, impose they will or think they somebody special and how they try to treat civilians. You feel what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons that, you feel what I'm saying, if you take somebody with you, you feel what I'm saying, hey man, get him a set of rags. Because you don't want to have a conversation at the end of the day. Well, I ain't know he was with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, see what I'm saying? So because we all seen it. Because certain dudes be acting, man. Certain dudes be trying to flex on civilians,
if I bring a
man.
civilian around everybody, I kind of prep them before I get them there.
Listen,
I be
you
like,
get
look,
Not
look.
talking about
We
the
see them coming
civilians.
It's not a
That's a
civilian.
whole different story too. Now, my daughter, I always use her because she's a good example. When she come in, everybody knows who she is because she's been raised in it.
Right.
But she might bring some other people with her that don't nobody know.
Facts.
So my daughter might not have to ever wear my rags, but I might have to put them on one of her little friends
Right.
because we all know my daughter, and most of her friends are like her. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, I need y'all to not fuck with this little girl.
The
That's
crazy
the
clique.
same thing. That's what I'm saying. That's a but I'm saying like what he was saying. Your dude come back with a black eye light, and he's like, man, I ain't know he was with you.
What the fuck you do?
But see, I'm a prep talk my dudes and let them know like when you out there, mind your business or some shit because you can easily get fucked up. So if you get fucked up, I'm not gonna turn on my bruh. So, because if they put their hands on you, you had to be dead wrong.
No, let me tell you something. No, that's not
So
necessarily
they
right.
responsible for
That's
themselves
not.
too.
Listen. Let me tell
They
you something.
responsible for themselves too.
They
now.
are, but let me tell you something. Go. This is what I'm saying to you, bro. it's motherfuckers, and these motherfuckers sitting up here like they know I'm right. It's motherfuckers who be acting, you know what I'm saying? They act a certain way with civilians.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? They try to stick their chest out with civilians.
I done
You know what I'm
seen
saying?
that
But
shit
it's-
many
it's what I'm
times. I know
saying.
what
See,
you're
so
talking
right. So some of the cats I hang out with, they not gonna respond well to that. You feel what I'm saying? So I just say, you know, listen, man.
Stick your chest out, and some people
But-
they gonna punch you dead. anyway.
Right.
Right.
See, and that's
Don't
gonna,
let the air out there.
right, because like I tell people, you know what I'm saying, these colors don't come with magic powers, and they damn sure not bulletproof. But a lot of people don't understand that because they have this concept in their head. Well, you know what I'm saying. Well, if you know what I'm saying, if it go down, then my people gonna come and it's gonna be going down.
Right.
And I be like, and I just be looking at shit, and I be hearing these conversations like, my people gonna come, and I be like,
You gonna get your
so no,
I'ma be kicking your ass until
my
they
question
get
be
here.
like is, so when your people gonna come, so when they leave, you going with them, right?
No, so you think we just gonna let you stand here till they get here? No,
You
we're
gonna-
gonna be
to me-
kicking your ass till they show up.
Because I listen. No, let me tell you something. Listen, I hear people say this a lot. Man, you know what I'm saying? Mom said I call my bros from out of town, come up here and handle some shit, and I be like,
man, we're gonna be whooping your ass till they get here.
and when I hear them say that to other people, I be like, damn. I be like, damn, she couldn't say no shit like that to me. You know what I'm saying? But I be like, damn. Cause if it was me, if it was somebody say some shit like that to me, I'm be thinking to myself, I'm gonna ask them. So when your people come from out of town and they leave, you going with them, right?
Cause you still here.
Cause you ain't gonna be able to stay around here.
Yeah, no.
So you must be going with them when they leave.
not gonna
Cause
see
you
them
can't stay
show up.
around here.
You're not
You
gonna
feel
see
what I'm
them
saying?
show up. You're not gonna
See-
be here when they get here. They're gonna be like, what's
See,
up?
so right, be so
we ain't seen it.
right. So it's people that act that way with civilians, just like females act like females be acting some way with civilian females. These biker chicks act some way with civilian females.
Like what?
Is it- Come on now, we all know that.
Why
We
you
all
do
know.
that?
You feel what I'm saying? Dudes be acting the same way.
No, I want to know.
What?
How do we act?
Don't make me
towards
say it.
other
I say the shit. Don't make me
Say
say it. Some of these biker chicks need to cut the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Always trying to flex on the little civilian chicks because they might be cute. And you know what I'm saying? You think your man trying to fuck one of them or something like that. Y'all need to cut that bullshit out. I said it.
No, some of them.
I ain't Magic.
Because first of all, I'm not worried about another
Ma-
bitch because you can't
Listen-
compete.
Listen to Magic. Look at Magic. Act like he don't want to be part of the conversation. Look at Magic. Look.
Like I said, what I motherfucking said, you can't compete
She
when you
turning
can't
up.
motherfucking compare. So I'm not worried about another
There you
bitch.
going with I again. There you going I again.
Exactly. I am not worried.
If you don't do that, I'm not talking about you, big baby.
Whatever. Like I said, I'm not worried about that. First of all, the
So
only
why'd you
reason
do
I will
that?
flex on the civilian is if she get out of
Big baby.
motherfucking pocket in my house.
I didn't say you.
I turned up like magic.
Why is you?
Now you know what I do see though. I see sisters with her attitude get gassed up by the other sister that be like on some bullshit, be like, and war over the big baby might say something like, "Big baby, that bitch over there tripping." She did, and the bitch ain't did that
Did
shit like
nothing.
that. She did just gas you up, and you want 0 to 100 real quick.
See,
I'm like, oh, how did it just happen?
That is, I said nothing about Big
Nobody's ever
Baby.
gassed me.
That's listen. Why would you?
If
You just gassed yourself up.
whatever. If
Why?
I go from 0 to 100, I got a good motherfucker.
Listen, I didn't say you, Big Baby. I said
A
something.
lot of us don't flex on civvies like that. We do it because they've given us a reason.
So you taking
to.
responsibility for them?
I'm taking responsibility for some of them.
Why are you taking responsibility when they should be able to take responsibility for themselves?
Some of them. 'Cause I
Listen,
am my
man.
sister's
You
keeper.
know, listen.
That's
Magic
why.
sitting down
I
there
am
like
my
he don't know what I'm talking about. He don't want to get lynched at the clubhouse later on. So he know exactly what I'm talking about. See, I'm listen, man. I'm for real,
Like I
for real.
said,
Magic
Some of these,
supporting her with his silence.
right? Listen, man. Some of these fucking chicks need to hold that shit down, man. We need the hoes, man. Stop chasing all the hoes away with your bad attitude.
And I
'Cause
would
you-
say it's my experience that people don't like other people fishing in their pond.
Listen, man.
They
It ain't
don't.
about that.
Man,
Listen.
that is not my pond.
It is
So
not-
You can come
listen.
and, you can come and dip your pole in it anytime you feel like it.
There's
'cause
some
that's not
people
my
who feel like
motherfucking
it's their
pond.
pond.
It's not.
It is.
Some
Listen,
You
I'm
may not feel like it.
I'm not fucking with them. Y'all can have them. Trust
See.
me, I will spit shine them for you and put it out there for you. Here you go, shine
You
it
know,
up all
like
nice
I
and clean
know,
for you. There you go.
it's people who
Have at
claiming
it.
other people
I'm your
and don't want
wingman.
nobody claiming them too.
Listen, a lot of times it just be, listen, let me tell you something. A lot of times, for
I'm the
real,
best
for real.
wingman my
I,
brother's
listen,
got.
they can lynch me. A lot of times, no, the real, for real, for real. Your club brother done already fucked you. You feel what I'm saying? Now he don't want to fuck with you no more.
Right,
So now you want to block.
I mean, you ain't fucking
Right.
with nobody.
So now you want to block everybody
That's that
else.
baby mama mentality.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody don't
See,
have that.
so-
That's probably the most popular out of all.
mentality.
See what I'm saying?
Y'all
See,
was
so
dealing with the wrong
and now they got attitudes against any female. Think, oh, that's his type right there. Yeah, that's his type right there. I'm dog her. She ain't said 2 words to him. He ain't said 2 words to her.
I done
You know
had-
what I'm saying?
you know
Y'all got
what?
imaginary
I done-
relationships going on.
I've been in relationships where they know my type. Most of my friends know my type. And they
We
see
know
me
your
take-
type.
Shut up. They'll see me take a picture. They'll see me take a picture with somebody. You know, we take pictures with everybody. Anybody and everybody that's in that world. I mean, you making memories.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's your type. You fucking him.
No.
But listen though, big
So you
baby.
can't even say it's just women. It's men too.
I mean, me. That's what I'm saying. Men do that too, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Y'all
times,
just as bad. Y'all just as guilty. All bitches ain't
men
women.
do it too. That's what we was talking about.
Men
Men do
talk
it too.
different to women than they talk to other men and around men. Like,
Right.
what a dude tell you on the phone and your ear is gonna be way different than how we talk to you in front of the fellas.
Right.
You can't hold that against no man. That's what every man.
I'm not holding anything.
It might sound like he a bitch ass nigga in front of us, but he's saying what soothe your soul.
Hey, listen, man. For real, let me tell you
That
something.
jealous and possessive
For-
shit
let me
don't
tell you
work
something.
me.
For
Everybody
real.
else fucking like,
People got to learn to wear the rags and not let the rags wear them.
Facts.
See, a lot of times people have this image in their head of what they think what type of biker they should be.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's for example, you see everybody nowadays when they take pictures, everybody got their middle finger in the air. Like, wow.
Half of them niggas ain't even fuck you niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
One
See? So,
finger.
right, like,
Real talk, half of them niggas ain't never
You
stuck their
saying?
middle finger up at nobody ever. in
so you would
life.
like you would never see a picture of me like that because I just thought I don't just get down like that. You know what I'm saying? This everybody's got that middle finger up now. It's like, so it's like fuck everything. So I'm like, all right, cool. But if that's the trend going on, that's the trend going on. But at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day, you got to decide out what type of individual you want to be known as in history, man. You feel what
Call
I'm
you on
saying?
the air. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, just the trucker dad, man. You said I did a joint with y'all a couple months ago. You said with Lex Vegas.
What's going on, bro?
Man, you saying like I be trying to tell my daughters the same thing, man, and it's like they act like they don't like they think they know everything.
Of course they do.
It's
They
like,
kids.
man.
We thought we knew everything when we was
Right.
kids. Only thing
Of course you did.
Only thing you
It's
can do is
like-
show
it's
them
like-
by example.
Exactly. You said they see how I live my life. You know, I drive a truck, I do the YouTube and all that stuff like that. But you said like they think kids think they know everything, man.
Of course they
they
do.
don't though.
Well, you think about it. When we was their age, what did we have? Legos and G.I. Joes and shit. They got the internet. They got a collective intelligence. They got insight on way more information than we had when we was kids, and that much information tends to make them think differently than we thought at that age. They think at that age more than
They
we
form
think.
opinions and have ideas
Right.
at an early age that we wouldn't even think them capable of knowing.
Try listening to them a
Just
little
because
bit.
we
They might
didn't
teach
know
you
it.
something.
Oh, of course. I listen to all my kids.
Facts.
I've got 5 now. We just welcomed our 5th.
Right, but see the thing about it is to
Congratulations.
develop a trust.
Thank you.
Develop a trust with them. So that way when you disagree with them, they won't think you disagreeing with them just because you daddy or just because you think you smarter than them, but because y'all trust each other with information. If you don't listen to them, and I'm not saying you, bro, I'm just saying in general. If you don't listen to your kids, if you just tell your kids, just shut up, don't say nothing, like our parents used to do us. See, ain't nobody know nothing when we was growing up. Nobody knew nothing. Our mama ain't know shit
Like,
either.
me personally,
They ain't know shit either. They
Right,
was
me
winning.
Right. Me personally, what I do is
My mother
I'll
always
sit there.
tell me something.
I come with them logically. So I'll sit there and explain to them exactly where I'm coming from.
Facts.
And they seem to understand that. You said, but they still think you saying like, "Oh, my friends know more than you." And I'm like, really?
Well, that's gonna always be there. We did that too. We did that when we was growing up. My mom was like, "You gonna kill yourself spinning around on that damn cardboard box?" I'm like, "No, I ain't. Nobody died yet. All my friends is doing it. Everybody's doing it. Jumping off of garage roofs and shit. Yeah, everybody's doing it. Just listen to your daughters, bro. That's the trick. They gonna think they know everything. They gonna think they know everything.
You said, I feel you. You said I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I saw you was on live, so I had to show you some love.
Bet.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the love, baby.
Appreciate it. Thank you very
Man,
much.
all y'all stay easy.
Feedback.
Keep pushing.
All right, same to you, bro. Be careful out there on that road.
For sure.
All right, baby. Hey, see, you know what, man? See, like nowadays, man, like nowadays, a lot of people, the old heads, they keep telling us, man, it ain't the same, it ain't the same, it ain't the same.
Nothing
And they-
the
Be the same.
Listen, and you know what? They right, it's not the same. But guess what? Neither is the price of cigarettes, but motherfuckers still smoking. You feel what I'm saying?
What?
See, so
Not
wanted
the
to say
same.
that.
right. So, but at the same time, though, man,
That's the question
this
I always
love,
ask. What's not the same?
the love is evidently nothing is the same for them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, hey, but
What's
the
not
love is
the
still
same?
here,
It's
man.
a real honest question. What's not the same?
They feel like the love is not the same on sense.
Who is they?
But they call in all the time,
It's
motherfucker.
all the same. It's just
People who
applied
never felt the
differently.
love for
Right.
real in the first place. People who never, real talk, people who never felt the love for real in the first place.
But I'm saying
it
things
became
are not the same for them because that same group of friends that they hung around when they were on the set,
They're not around.
not there anymore.
But you gotta
So
think-
it's not the same.
And we're
for
going to
you.
remember
But
to
guess
pick
what?
this topic up next week on Bike Night.
Now let me say this right quick before we get out of here.
episode.
I got
Let me
you.
say this right quick before we get out of here. Okay, it's a couple of different generations of bikers now. Just like you got a couple of different generations of kids and grandkids, and each generation is different. Well, these generations of bikers is different, and what you're hearing from now is a bunch of the mid-20s bikers, like in the range of bikers. You hearing the tweenies, you hearing the young old bikers, and they all complaining. But when that era started. When that era started, it was an entirely different era. That's the era I came from. I came from the era where bikers were revered, they were feared and respected. And then the next era was everybody wanted to be a fucking biker. And so everybody went running to motorcycle clubs, and people's cousins and everybody started ending up in motorcycle clubs. But most of these niggas wasn't even biker type niggas. They was just regular niggas, and ain't nothing wrong with being a regular nigga. But you know what I'm saying? If you a regular nigga, you don't just go hang out on the block with the niggas selling heroin. You don't just go out there and stand out there with them. Cause they doing what they do. Nigga, if that's my nigga, I'll holler at you when you doing something else. But I'm not about to come out there while you doing that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you do. But that's what we got. We got a bunch of people that came and they didn't know what to do with themselves. They had fun because we was having fun. They had fun because we made the fun. They had fun because we did what we were doing. I wasn't making fun for you. I was making fun for me. You just so happened to have fun doing what I was doing.
That's what we-
Stay
that's-
with me. Stay with me.
I'm here with
Stay
you.
with me. So now you got a bunch of people out here that want us to provide the fun. We are not here to entertain you. Find something fun and do it. And if there's nothing fun here for you, then
Stay on
leave.
Facebook. Stay
Maybe
away from
next
us.
week we could talk about the generational gaps in the motorcycle world.
Yeah, we got coming up this Saturday, October 20. What's that? This 20.
That is not your job.
Yes,
come on.
I'm trying to get the fuck out of
We
here.
gotta
She got to
go.
do her announcements.
Right, October 26th. This weekend is a Halloween party given by the Boogies and the Hellraisers.
Hellraiser.
This weekend?
This weekend, the 26th.
Where is that?
Saturday at Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce.
Okay.
What, never mind, I ain't gonna say that word.
No.
Cash price, cash prize for the best costume. And the 27th, which is that Sunday, the Soul Devils are giving away free candy for the kids from 1 to 3. All the kids are welcome at Carouge Park. If you don't know where Carouge Park is, it's 17218 Tarkington, which is off of Lee Road, so it's going to be on the small side. So if you're going up Tarkington, it's going to be on the left-hand side.
Over there with a couple of little pavilions at, and that's
Right.
it.
That's also my daughter's birthday, the 27th.
Happy
So,
birthday.
Yes, it's my baby's birthday.
Oh.
Yes, I love her. I
And
don't
once
like her, but I
again, we
love
have
her.
a bike night at the clubhouse tonight, Almost Clubhouse, 9033 Houghton Avenue. If you ain't doing shit, come on down and have a drink with us and kick it, or whatever it is that you do. And that's gonna be probably about it, though, ain't it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Have fun,
All
do
right,
what
so
you do. Are you done?
everybody was, is your last words, Magic?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, can I have my
Love
last
you all.
word?
Stay safe.
Hey, well, you already know what I do, baby. If you ain't ever thought about quitting your club, you just ain't been in long enough.
Facts.
Peace.
Have fun, do what you do. Turn up, don't hurt nobody.
Clear.
Radio.com.